We just got 4 of the most classic loadouts back in Warzone with the return of Verdansk, and I'm going to show you the best loadout for each one. And first up, I got you guys with my favorite sniper from all of Warzone, the HDR. It's finally back. It one-shot downs out to infinite range, and it's got crazy good bullet velocity. So even on the last target, you just aim for the head, and it's instant headshot. It's hit scan. Obviously, for the 300, 400, 500 yard shots, even further out, you're going to have to aim up a little bit because eventually the bullet velocity will drop off. But for all of the shots that you're going to be taking at any enemies that are actually fighting you, you just got to aim right at the head, and it's a headshot. It's extremely accurate. It aims in really fast, so you can kind of hit those quick scopes. It's not going to be a perfect quick scopes with the Car 98, but this thing is just so much fun to use, and I'll show you guys the build for it right now. First, you're going to go with the monolithic suppressor, the gain twist barrel, the lightweight bipod, the target laser, and the overpressured rounds. This is going to give this thing insane bullet velocity, and because it's one shot down to infinite range, you don't have to have damage bullets or anything to up the damage. You just want to be able to have better hit registration, so really bump up that bullet velocity. This is the build you're going to want to try. Next, I got you with another Warzone classic. This one I never really got to try when it was meta because I was really bad at Warzone back then and I never knew about metas. But this thing is the Grau 556. It is the SWAT 556 marksman rifle with the conversion kit. It'll be like a fire mod that you put on it. Essentially changes the barrel into the Grau 556 from Warzone 1. They slightly butchered the iron sights. You can see the big bulky thing on the backside, but it's still extremely clean. You can see exactly what you're shooting. It beams insane shots at all ranges. There's almost no recoil. I'll show you on this last dummy once I reload here. It's got a little initial kick, but I mean, it just shoots straight. Honestly, this thing is so good, does really good amount of damage, and you're gonna have a ton of fun with this. I'll show you guys the build with it right now. So again, you're gonna start with the marksman rifle, the SWAT 556, and then you're gonna put on the fire mod, the SWAT 556 Grau conversion. It basically changes the barrel. It's still the same backside of the gun, but it basically changes the barrel to the old Grau barrel, which is what made this gun as good as it is. I'm going to put on, actually, you want to put on the monolithic suppressor. I don't know why I had the suppressor on there. The vertical foregrip, the full auto extended mag, and then the quick draw grip for that aim down sight speed. If you're going to run this iron sight, you kind of want it to be kind of quick because you'll probably be somewhat up close. This will probably be a good mid-range weapon rather than super long. So having that quick draw grip for the aim down sight speed is good. If you want to use this longer range, you can absolutely take that off and put on whatever optic you like. I always suggest the Otero red dot's really fun. If we go back in the firing range again and put on the right loadout, this red dot's an extremely clear sight picture. Again, you're just gonna absolutely beam with this thing. This thing is a ton of fun to use. Definitely try this. Let me know in the comments if you guys break your PR with this thing, and yeah, just have a ton of fun with it. All right, I say the best 2 for last. These are gonna be my absolute favorites that they gave us back. I ran this one right here for the longest time in Warzone 1. It's the Kilo 141. This thing is just, it's so good. You can get it up to like 1700 bullet velocity, which is absolutely insane. I don't recommend that though. I recommend backing that down a little bit and adding a little bit of range with the barrel. And then you can just see, look at this. It is just an absolute laser. It has a little bit of a left leaning recoil, which means it goes up into the left a little bit. If you just learn to counter that, hold down into the right slightly, you will not miss any shots. This thing is just so much fun. I'm going to show you guys the build right now. All right, I'm going to give you an 8 attachment build for this one. The other 2 are 5 attachment builds. This one I absolutely recommend an 8 just to get the full maximum benefits of this one. I go with the Otero red dot, the monolithic suppressor. This is adding range and bullet velocity. This is adding range and bullet velocity as well. This is the one I told you you could go with the gain twist barrel and get 1700 meters per second bullet velocity, but it's not necessary. I would much rather back down the bullet velocity, add a little bit of range, use the reinforced barrel. The vertical foregrip is really good for this. This one has just that slight left leaning recoil like I talked about. Definitely put on the vertical foregrip. That'll kind of bring that in just a little bit. Extended mag 2. This also has a 80 round drum mag. Feel free to try this. I haven't because I've been playing a lot of solos, so I haven't needed it. But if you're playing quads, this might be pretty good. And then the quick draw grip. I just really like the quickness, the aim down sight speed, the balance stock, and then the overpressured ammo. This is obviously giving it more damage range, or sorry, more bullet velocity. All right, and then I saved the best for last. This is the AMAX. This is definitely probably the best AR in the game right now. It just came back. This was a Warzone 1 meta for a long time, but I'm going to be honest, a lot of people couldn't use it because it had a little bit of recoil. If I show you guys over here, it still has a bit of recoil, but if you look at it, just holding my mouse up, I'm not going to control the recoil at all. It is straight up and down, essentially. So if you could just pull down slightly on your aiming stick, or if you're on mouse keyboard, just pull your mouse down just a little bit. This thing is so good at all ranges. Look at this. It's powerful. It hits like a freaking truck. Obviously, I ran out of bullets there for the last target, but you can just see the recoil's not that bad. You can still hit your shots at those ranges. And then if you beam a couple of headshots, I mean, just look at that. I'm going to give you guys the build for it right now. All right, I'm going to show you guys the 5 attachment build for the AMAX. This gun is clear and away the best AR in Warzone right now. You can use an 8 attachment build if you want. You can throw a rear grip, the recoil springs on there if you really want to. I haven't found myself needing that. The 5 attachment build's been just enough. I go with the Volsky reflex. You can throw the Otero Red Dot on there, monolithic suppressor for the range and bullet velocity. This one, I go with the long barrel just because I really want this to be a long range build, and then the vertical foregrip, and then the extended mag 1. You can also go with the extended mag 2. I haven't unlocked it yet, but I play solos and I've really not needed it. The 45 round mag's been just enough for me. If I was playing quads or trios, I would definitely unlock this and go for extended mag 2 for sure with the 60 round mag. And then I'll just go over with you guys how I've kind of been building my loadouts. I'm also pairing it mostly with the C9 right now. I've built it exactly how the Warzone 1 MP5 meta was built. I'll show you guys quickly the loadout for that. The monolithic suppressor, vertical foregrip, extended mag 1, the 40 round mag. If you play squads or trios, definitely put the drum mag on here. The infiltrator stock, which is like the old collapse stock, and then the fast motion laser, I think, which is like the FSOLA laser that we used to have or whatever it was called. But this thing it feels exactly like Warzone 1. This is giving me so much nostalgia. So that's the MP5 I'm running with it. And then I am running stims. I probably would maybe suggest smokes, but I like stims a lot. They get me out of a lot of bad situations. And I've not really had a good lethal that I've enjoyed running. Semtex are good. Impact grenades are good. Molotovs are good. But the frags are good because I can just cook them and really drop one of these at somebody's feet, and it's just absolutely lethal. For perks, I'm running Survivor. I've been running Sprinter a little bit. I think I'm actually going to switch back off of this either to Tracker. Tracker might be really important in this game. Some of the visibility is a little tough sometimes, so I actually think I'm probably going to switch back to Tracker, but I've basically been switching between Tracker, Sprinter, and Quick Fix. Right now I have Sprinter on, but like I said, I'm about to switch back to Tracker. And then tempered is kind of important with the lack of plates in the game right now. It's so hard to find plates, especially because we're used to having 12 plate vests and like 6 plates defaults, I think, in the previous version of Warzone. Now with only 5 and 8, and then there being barely any plates on the ground. Tempered is so important because you only use 2 plates at a time instead of 3. I would definitely use this. If you don't want to use that, then I would suggest maybe alertness. That's high alert from all the old war zones, just so you know where you're getting looked at from before you start getting shot. That's actually maybe important too, because the TTK is really fast, so this might help you at least survive some of these gunfights. So I would go with either of those. I'm going to go with tempered though. And then obviously for this loadout, I'm running Overkill as my wild card. If you wanted to run the 8 attachment Kilo, then obviously Gunfighter. And then I don't really see anybody running Bandolier or Battle Ready. I don't even know if we have, I don't think we even have munition satchels in Warzone right now. So this is kind of completely irrelevant. And then Battle Ready, a supply UAV is not that important, but a utility box actually may be a big deal with the plates being really hard to find. This one may be worthwhile, but I'm pretty much just running Gunfighter or Overkill based on if I want an 8 attachment or 2 5 attachment weapons. And then I just want to say thank you guys. I'm trying to get into long form content. I've always been a short form creator, but I'm trying to start doing more YouTube content, more long form content, giving you guys loadouts, and then hopefully getting into like tips and best strategies for getting better at Warzone. That's what I do over on TikTok. It's always been like just trying to help people get better at Warzone for new players, intermediate players, and just really trying to help you guys. So if you guys like this type of content, make sure to drop me a like, hit the subscribe button, and watch either of these videos that are going to come up here at the end, because that's going to be more loadouts, more just everything for you guys. All right. And I'll see you guys in the next one.